Italian. Today is Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. My birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And I am so honored to spend it bringing you the latest news and offerings on all things travel. For my birthday excursion today, we went to Daytona Beach to join the brand new Costco, using, of course, my discount coupon, and then dinner at a local Chinese buffet. I'm all about saving money. So we were pleasantly surprised by all that Costco has to offer. And it's not just shopping deals. There's so much more, like cash back on purchases. And then if you fuel up there or you fuel up at Wawa, for example, you get money off on that, as well as 15% off on automotive services at the participating locations, and discounts on purchasing your car, your insurances, and of course, 2% back on travel. But you know, yours truly can save you so much more. So please ask Top Secret Travel first. There is so much new gossip to tell you this week, and frankly, too much for one segment, so I just had to pick. For this week's hot slice of birthday cake, we have the following news stories. Please be careful to note that these are just recaps of the news that we happened upon, and they're not in any way meant to reflect Top Secret Travel or the host agency's views. The first news story that we have for you is thousands stranded on cruise ship hit by possible cholera outbreak. Oh no. A Norwegian cruise ship with 2,184 passengers and 1,026 crew members has been denied permission to dock in Mauritius. For geography purposes, this is in East Africa near Seychelles. For fear of a potential cholera outbreak on board, 15 people on the ship, Norwegian Dawn, are currently in isolation since Sunday, awaiting test results today. This all started when they developed mild stomach symptoms after they visited South Africa in mid-February. Cholera causes diarrhea and dehydration and is extremely fatal if not treated. It's one of the most fatal diseases. The Port Authority officials decided to block the ship to avoid any health risks. 2,000 of the passengers were due to disembark at Port Louis, and another 2,279 were due to come on board in Port Louis. This is surely a messy situation for all involved. That being said, this doesn't mean you should not travel. You should just travel smart. What this means is to make sure to investigate the areas that you plan to book your travel for way in advance before you book, and then inquire with your local health department as to which injections and healthy, safe protocols that you should follow ahead of time when visiting these countries outside of your area. The second news story is one that came out yesterday afternoon. Virgin Voyages cancels second season in Australia. Not good. No bueno. Directly from Virgin Voyages. Received an email yesterday. Virgin Voyages has conducted a full safety and security review of future repositioning voyages through the Red Sea with a range of experts. Due to the current circumstances in the Red Sea, Resilient Lady, which I loved, second season in Australia will need to be deferred based on the necessary repositioning changes. She will instead be sailing to the Caribbean starting next October, which is a bad thing. Virgin Voyages was embraced by the Aussies with such a warm welcome, and together they celebrated an extremely successful inaugural season. And that love was very much mutual. They experienced the memories and the joy that everyone expressed. They love Australia, and they have every intention of traveling back in the future when they can safely do so. Resilient Lady will now reposition to her new temporary home in the Caribbean when she leaves Athens, where she'll be sailing 7, 8, 10, and 11 night voyages from San Juan, Puerto Rico, visiting St. Martin, St. Vincent, Colombia, and Dominica, which will be available to book February 29th. Comment below if you're interested in this. If you want to go out of San Juan, any of these upcoming sailings, if so, please leave us your email and one of our agents will get back to you so that we can see the itineraries for you and get those out to you. In similar news, Virgin is certainly not the first to pull out of the Red Sea crossing itineraries. Crystal Cruises canceled her cruise from Mumbai to Athens for Crystal Symphony in March, and she rerouted her 2024 World Cruise 10 days ago on the Crystal Serenity, but that will still arrive in Miami in June on time as scheduled. The next news story is crazy. Can I get a crazy? It's my birthday, I can get it crazy. From the U.S. Attorney's Office, Eastern District of Virginia, Portsmouth man pleads guilty to assaulting passenger on Carnival Cruise Lines. The story went like this. Michael Truman, 39, was banned from sailing on Carnival in the future for his rest of his life after the FBI and police had to investigate an incident last October on board the Carnival Magic. This was upon the arrival back in Norfolk, Virginia. The incident, as explained by the DA's press release, was in Carnival Magic's theater, where there was a little incident where Mr. Truman, who was supposedly a loud, disruptive passenger, was asked to please quiet down twice by another passenger. After Michael Truman refused, the passenger began to leave the area to request assistance from a cruise ship employee. However, Mr. Truman smashed a cocktail glass in the victim's face. And then, not only that, he got on top of him and hit him a few times, enough to need over close to 24 stitches. Truman is scheduled to be sentenced on August 29th. He faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. Don't do it, people. Would you want to sail on a party ship, or are you more of a relaxation seeker? Comment below. We'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on this incident on board Carnival. This story is close to home, as I'm about 10 miles away from the Daytona Speedway where I live. Absolutely devastated, disappointed fans race to the airport while car race for Daytona 500 is postponed. As the drivers started racing around the track, some people were racing to the Daytona Beach International Airport. The Great American Race was pushed back to Monday at 4 p.m. after being rained out on February 18th. Some spectators said that they saw the first 5 laps and, the jets were flying over. And then they were disappointed as they had to catch their flights back home as the race was rescheduled. Other fans said it was torture just sitting at the airport and hearing the race as they were waiting to board their flights back home. Gotta work. People, I've lived here for 24 years. It always rains when we plan an event. Trust me, it has happened to us personally. Take Monday and Tuesday off next year. You're not missing anything huge before the 500 race, so rearrange your flight, come to Daytona just before that, and that way if you're delayed due to weather, or you won't feel ripped off. William Byron won the Daytona 500 in the final laps. Contact Top Secret Travel to book your rooms ahead. Now, this time of the year would be advisable for next year. Here we go again, everyone. Another doozy. A United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Boston with 165 passengers was forced to make an emergency landing in Denver after the plane's wings started to fall apart in midair. What? What? The pilot announced the plane was diverting to Denver. Passenger Kevin Clark looked out the window and saw part of the wing breaking off. Oh. Comments from him. I'm like, bird strike, that's not good, Clark told WFXT. We take off, I heard this loud buzzing noise, and then it faded away, so I didn't think much of it, and then all of a sudden, the pilot's coming back, so I throw my window open, I peek out the window, and the whole leading edge of the wing was destroyed. He then started to record this, and his wife shared the video on X as the plane landed safely in Denver. I'm not really feeling a plane ride lately. How about you guys? Give us your thoughts below. We enjoy your comments and your participation. American Airlines bag fees jumped to the highest in the industry. American Airlines travelers who book flights can expect to be charged an industry high $40 for the first checked bag if purchased at the airport. This is for U.S. travel and is $10 more than the previous prices, which were high enough. If you pay for your first checked bag fee ahead online, it will cost you $35 on domestic flights. For your second checked bag on domestic, $45. That's a flat fee regardless if you purchase online or at the airport. If you leave the country to Canada or short haul international flights, it will cost $35 for your first bag now and $45 for your second bag, regardless of how you book. Bringing Fido will now cost you $150, up from the $125 previous fee. You can no longer bring large oversized checked items on the flights either, so leave your hang gliders at home. There is a workaround, of course, and Top Secret Travel reveals this in my book. The last story we have for you today is MSC Cruise introduces open future cruise booking option. We personally just had the pleasure of sailing last week out of Port Canaveral, Florida on the MSC Seashore for a 7-day cruise. I had the honor of meeting and speaking to Captain Stefano Elio. MSC Seashore has been the lead ship of MSC Seaside Evo class ships since 2020. She holds 5,877 passengers and 1,648 crew. Some of the highlights of the MSC are specialty dining options, such as the butcher's cut, which was dynamite. I had the filet and it was fabulous. The ship's entertainment was great. There was an Italian television illusionist one night in the Madison Theater, as well as a soul singer another night from American Idol. There were live acts nightly in the small French nightclub on board. They ran for 3 hours each evening. I had the pleasure of attending a Q&A with the cruise director who brought the entertainment cast on stage for up close and personal discussion of life on the ship. And that will be another episode. MSC offers so much for children of all ages. For the teens, they have a lab geared just towards their interests. For the younger ones, they have different group activities by age all day and all night for the children. Let us not forget the indoor jungle pool with several large water slides or, different configurations. One that jets out over the side of the ship, which is a massive ship, by the way. Wear your sneakers. The outdoor pools were equally busy. Thank you, MSC, for deck number 8, adult-only section with the lounger chairs built into the pool. This is along with the theme nights, floral evenings, white parties, elegant nights, flower parties, as well as late-night DJ dance parties. So much to do, and there's no way you can experience it all in one 7-day cruise. At least we could. But we did sample a lot of what she has to offer. MSC Seashore will be sailing out of Port Canaveral for the next year, offering different itineraries to places such as Ocean Cay Marine Reserve, which is MSC's private island located near Bimini. Nassau, Bahamas, ports in Mexico, like the beautiful Costa Maya and Cozumel, which we went to those. Just so much to see and do. Please look for other videos related to MSC just to see a glimpse of what we saw. It's amazing. In our opinion, MSC Cruises is a great ship for families with children and large family reunions because they include so much for children. It's geared around children and families. And that could be noisy and loud for some. So that's why we say it's definitely good for families and for groups. MSC is also great for girls' getaways, bachelorettes, birthday cruises, small group gatherings, large group gatherings. And it's just really affordable luxury cruising. If you want to take it up a notch, they offer the MSC Yacht Club, which, for example, is located on deck 16 of the MSC Seashore, and we went up and saw it. You will have your private section of the ship within the ship for your cabin, your pool, your dining, as well as a personal butler. This is an exclusive level of service for those couples or families seeking that extra white glove service or privacy. If you have kids tagging along, this is the local affordable cruise that we recommend for you, especially if you're seasoned travelers and you're seasoned cruisers. There are so many bars and lounges to choose from. My favorite was the Seashore Bar on deck 5, where all the fun happened, especially during inclement weather. We did have some rain during our weeknights, but the fun did not stop. The crew really brought the fun. The casino is huge with slots and tables and mega progressive bingo. The slots run the entire corridor of the entrance and exit, so you just feel like you have to find one final pool on your way through. They recently launched a new open booking program that allows the onboard guests to make a future cruise reservation during their current sailing without the need to commit to a specific itinerary or sailing date. The guests now have the option to pay a reduced deposit of $100 per person and receive a certificate allowing you up to 1 year to choose your next sailing vacation. Guests will also receive up to $200 of onboard credit per cabin if they select their ship and departure within 60 days of making that onboard deposit. If you wait to after past the 2 months, you still receive up to $100 of onboard credit. So that's definitely an added bonus. Additionally, guests who make a new future booking on board will get extended best price guarantee and the ability to combine your open booking with promotional offers, which is great. We have a lot of promotional offers all the time. We want to offer our guests more flexibility in choosing their next ship and sailing day, and the open booking program gives guests on board up to a year to make their decision while earning future credit for their next vacation at sea, said Corrine McNaught, Senior Vice President of the Sales and Trade Engagement and Commercial Sales Officer for MSC Cruises USA. Now, keep that in mind, MSC is huge, Mediterranean shipping company, and they just started in North America just a few years ago. So they're really making strides in the cruise industry in North America, especially. All new future cruise bookings generate an email confirmation to the guest's original travel advisor, who will receive full commission once the ship and sail date are selected. So it's a win-win. you go ahead and you book for your future, and you still stay with us as your travel agent. And that's just wonderful because we can guide you along on all of your itineraries, something new, try something different for your next one. If you have children and you're traveling with a family, like I said, MSC is the affordable and easiest way to go for a mega ship. If you're just planning to visit Florida for a short stay and you also want to try a cruise, there's 3 and 4 day options available to combine with your other parts of your Florida stay. It's a really quick ride from Disney Orlando over to the port. If you want to try a cruise and go for a nice 7 day adventure, just, maybe just want to cruise on a balcony cabin like we did, this is something that you would want to look into. If so, comment below. Top Secret Travel can offer you excellent pricing on this ship, as well as any MSC cruise. So please feel free to drop us an email at info@topsecrettraveltips.com, and we will have one of the agents get back to you shortly. We appreciate you listening to us today and hope that this channel will bring you the content that you as a consumer need to make an informed decision when deciding how, where, and how much time to spend on your travel plans and money, as far as your budget and who to book through Top Secret Travel. We encourage you to like and subscribe and tell your friends and coworkers all about Top Secret Travel. Please go out and shop your cruise, hotel, and destination travel, and then send Top Secret your online quote. See if we can beat that price, match that price, or give you a perk for booking directly with us. I assure that you will be happy you did. Until the next time, travel like a queen or a king. It's my birthday. Out for now. Bye.